Please welcome to the stage. What year did you graduate from QAHS?
I graduated in 2010.
Okay. What was your favorite subject?
So my favorite subject was maths, and I had Mr. Fox as my teacher. So I was going to come and tell you how sad I was that he had left, but I'd heard he'd come back, so that's lucky for whoever has him. So he's a good math teacher, and that was my favorite subject. So.
Okay. When you think about your time here, what were some of the highlights or best memories?
For me, it was probably the camps and all the activities you got to spend with students outside of school work. So best stands out for me was probably the grade 10 camp, the grade 11 camps. They were really standout highlights for me from school. I wasn't that great academically, so I can't really say, oh, when I received this award, it didn't happen at all. So it would have been the social activities would have been my highlight.
What special opportunities do you think the academy experience has provided you with?
So when I left Wales in my high school in Wales to come here in grade 10. And one thing that was really a standout was the quality of the students around you. So I was in a year of 200 leaving the UK, and coming here it was a class of about 100, but they're all 100 of the brightest students that you could know. So the best thing about that was everybody is helping you and making you want to do your best, which in my old school I definitely didn't care to do at all.
What was it like working here with fellow bright students?
So the fellow bright students, when I left my old school, it was easy to do really well without actually trying. But when you come here and you sit there and you realize that you're not the smartest person there is, and there are people that are a lot smarter than you in a lot of different areas, it's working with other students really helps you understand other areas that you wouldn't even think that you were bad at. So.
What are some of the things you have done since graduating from QAHS?
So I graduated in 2010, and when I graduated, I wanted to be a pilot in the Air Force. So I went through the application process, but because of my citizenship, I was delayed. So I did a semester of aviation at the Griffith and Nathan campus. I wasn't a citizen, so it was quite expensive for me. So I didn't go the second semester, and in December, I went down to officer selection for the Australian Defence Force. I missed flight screening, but I was able to get into ADFA down in Canberra as a general service officer with another student who was in the year below me. So that was one of 300 people a year, and two had come from a school with a cohort of about 150. But I really didn't think that was for me. Came back to the coast, studied IT, and I recently graduated, now have a full-time job at IBM in Southport. So that's what I've done.
Oh. How has the transition from school to university worked for you?
I think I didn't realize how much it helped from here to go to uni. What you learn at this school is when you are challenged, to deal with that challenge and to seek your own learning is something that in this school you have to do. But for a lot of other kids in other schools, they don't really have to do it. You can just sit in class, do your work, go home, forget it. And when you get to uni, you can't really have that attitude. So going from here to uni, I was already at the level where I wanted to do my own learning, and I knew how to research, and I knew how to write essays. Not very well, I knew how to write them, but a lot of other students have to learn that coming from other high schools, which I think going from here really helped.
Okay. Do you think the IB has been helpful for your university work, and if so, how?
The IB courses that I did, there's not a lot of IT courses at QA. So IT courses weren't very helpful for me. There were no IT courses, so it wasn't helpful for me in terms of the courses I did. But I know a lot of people that have missed entire years of uni just for coming here to do work. The work at the school is probably first year university level, so when they were talking about the moots, and they only had 6 weeks to work that out. I know people who've done law at Bond and at Griffith, and their first year is learning things to do well at moots. So to do well in 6 weeks here is really a testament to say the quality of the students here versus the quality of students you'll get in other schools.
What were the best learnings from QAHS in your general life?
So in my general life, I think the best things I learned were to deal with challenges. That was something that a lot of kids don't see is a challenge. And when they get to face one, they don't know how to deal with it. So in the 3 years I was here, I was definitely challenged with my schoolwork. So learning to deal with that is a skill that you really do need once you leave.
And finally, is there one tip you would like to share with the current QAHS students, and if so, what would it be?
It would have to be that there are people around you that are better than you at something. Everyone around you is better than you at something, and I would take your time to learn from the people around you. I might be good at something, someone else is good at something else. I was terrible at biology, but I had a friend who's now doing medicine, almost finished medicine degree, and he would teach me biology. And that's the only reason I did okay at biology. So my tip for you would be learn those around you, learn their strengths, and then learn from that.
Perfect. Well, on behalf of QAHS, I'd like to thank you for coming to share your insights. Please join me in thanking James.